everybody. So we have to talk about Toshi. So it's been a minute since we mentioned this, maybe a few days, but hey, that's a minute for me. But anyways, we are at 3Z5750. We're going to talk about where I think Toshi is about to go next. Anyways, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Let's get straight into it. So as you can see, Toshi is still not pumping yet, but we are still looking bullish. I'll explain why. But anyways, we are up 0.9% in the last 24 hours, which is nothing. But yeah, we are down 8% in the last 7 days and 3.5% in the last 30 days, but we're still up 641% in the last year. So overall, I still believe Toshi is bullish. It's taking a little bit of time. I was looking at this chart. I can't remember what it was, but it was saying Toshi has very low demand right now, and that's actually very true. Like we're seeing that the volume is just not there right now. We have 9.4 million in volume. It's only a matter of time till things speed back up. But currently the overall market is down and sideways. So we're kind of waiting for liquidity to enter the market again. Bitcoin's starting to kind of recover a little bit. Some altcoins are like still trying to recover, but mostly are sideways right now. So that's pretty much the situation we're dealing with right now. Toshi, we're just dealing with low volume in general. We're not seeing much trading volume going into like meme coins on base right now. So that's pretty much what we're just waiting for. We're just waiting to really bounce back from, where we just now got. Like we're doing pretty good overall in the crypto market still, in my personal opinion. But let's talk about some charting here. So looking here at the charts on Toshi, we are seeing on the 4-hour chart that the MACD is trying to recover. But look at this. Like this is such a undecided chart right now. And I'll explain why. The white line here on the percent R trend exhaustion represents the short term. The blue line long term. I know I say this all the time, but I have to for the new people. But yes, it shows that they're both the short term and the long term trend are like going sideways, and they're so far apart from each other that it's hard to tell where we are going from this point. Even looking over here at the MACD has so little volume here. It's just hard to do a technical analysis on it because it's the volume's so low. But you come over here on the daily, a little bit more info. We did break down below this trend line, which is not too good, but we're seeing that the MACD does look like it is about to switch to some buying pressure. The percent R trend exhaustion looks a little bit over exhausted to the downside. The long-term trend is still curving upwards, so we still have that potential to recover from here. But all in all, it's just a matter of volume, and it's gonna take the whole market to push Toshi up right now. So we need to see the market pumping for Toshi to go up, and that's the same thing for a lot of coins. So unfortunately, we're more than likely going to see another pullback if we do not see a massive pump inside the market. So that's pretty much what we're waiting for. We're waiting for a nice pump inside of the market. And I've went over Bitcoin a lot recently, and it's very important to cover Bitcoin when we're going over meme coins like Toshi. But what we're looking at right now in Bitcoin, the daily chart is looking pretty bullish. It wants to recover here. The MACD is switching to some buying pressure. The percent R trend exhaustion is curving back up to the upside. Both the short term and the long term trends are going back to the upside. So the daily chart very bullish inside of Bitcoin. The 4-hour chart here also bullish. The MACD is also switching to more buying pressure on the 4-hour. We see the percent R trend exhaustion curving upwards for both short-term and long-term trends. So we're also very bullish on the 4-hour. The only thing that's not looking too bullish on Bitcoin is the weekly chart. You can see here the percent R trend exhaustion is curving to the downside, showing that we are going to have some selling pressure coming in. We can also see the MACD is printing some of these red candlesticks, showing that we have some selling volume coming in as well. So the weekly chart looks pretty bearish. But the daily chart and the 4-hour chart, as well as this is the hourly chart. The hourly chart looked pretty bullish on Bitcoin as well. We are seeing that it's over exhausted to the upside. We're seeing that it's a little bit overbought. It could be pulling back soon. I still feel like 104K Bitcoin is reachable. But see, since we passed this area here at 112K, I remember mentioning in my previous video, if we pass 112K, we still look bullish. But if we get rejected at 114 and continue down from there, we're bearish. So if we get rejected at 114 and then you see it drop back below 112K, you want to be very cautious. The hourly chart here on Bitcoin for the MACD is looking bullish. Just a lot of buying pressure in general, but we're really worried about this. This could have a reversal at any time with the percent R trend exhaustion, and it'll kind of look like this: how we went from 112k to 108. It could look like the similar thing right here, because as you can see, that's what happened there. If the same thing happens again, you might see a similar type of drop. So we do have to be cautious of that. But other than that, I'm still bullish with Toshi. It's just going to take some time, honestly. It's going to take time. So patience is key at this point. But we are seeing a lot of other people are pretty bullish with Toshi. I mean, look at the MACD. It looks like it does want to switch into buying pressure. We're seeing the lightly red shaded candlesticks indicating that it is that we are seeing buying pressure coming back into Toshi, but it's just coming back in at a slower pace, and the volume is a little bit too low right now. But anyways, other people are pretty bullish on Toshi as well. So this person says Toshi following the parabola, still getting primed for a massive move. The least I expect is a 2x pump. So yeah, it could pump 2x. What I'm looking here and expecting for Toshi for the first pump, I'm not saying all pumps overall, but for the first pump, we're obviously going to end up stopping first at our last major resistance, which was August 10th. And then we have another one over here at May 14th, which is 0.009. Well, let's just say 0.001. So 0.001 is what I'm really eyeing right now for Toshi. And that's not necessarily 2x, but the person that said 2x, I can see what they are shooting for. I can see what they mean. I can see what they want. But if we do go up to 0.001, we're actually looking at a 73% gain from where we are now. We definitely have higher potential to go higher, right? But that first initial pump is going to be that 70% pump that we see. And that's going from where we are now to 0.001. Once we get rid of 10, that's when we're really going to start moving, because that's when the psychological price point gets into people's heads. A lot of other people are also bullish. This person says long idea, and they're trying to long it. This person says decisive moment growth or a sharp drop. Yeah, Toshi chart looks very interesting. We have two trend lines, and one of them hasn't been broken for 10 days already. So I see two scenarios. First, a breakout of the first blue trend line, and then breaking through the second white one. There's a huge amount of liquidity here, and if we break it, I think we're in for massive growth. So they're saying if we break that trend line, we're in for massive growth, right? And then we had this downtrend line that I was talking about as well. So let's see what else they said. They said second, a breakout for the first blue trend line, but resistance at the second white one. If we can't break it, then we roll down. That's what that person's saying. So yeah, I think Toshi is bullish overall. But yeah, we'll see. Anyways, this is pretty much all I got for y'all today. I just kind of wanted to bring this to you guys, and I'm still bullish on Toshi, still bullish on Toshi Mart project, specifically hemp on base, built on base and launched on Toshi Mart. Hemp, I'm still very bullish on that. So Toshi Mart projects are still going to do well. We just have to wait for Toshi to start pumping for the Toshi Mart projects to do as well. But yeah, still super bullish on hemp. But anyways, super bullish on Toshi in general. That's all I got for y'all today. Hit the like button and subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. And as always, I'll be back with another video.